Thank you for joining today's Director Debrief. Updated COVID-19 vaccines are now available for children ages 5 through 11. This expanded eligibility is a critical step in our fight against COVID-19. It's our highest priority to optimize protection so that our children, our future, can remain healthy and protected. I've heard conversations about the updated COVID-19 vaccine that are now available. So let's talk about what you need to know.
Tell us.
The updated vaccines are bivalent, meaning half of the vaccine formula targets the original SARS-CoV-2 strain, and the other half of the vaccine targets BA4 and BA5 Omicron variants. The updated COVID-19 vaccines are formulated to restore waning protection and to better protect against currently circulated COVID-19 variants.
Just wait for the punchline.
Laboratory data suggests they also increase our immune response to help protect against the most common variants today. If your child is 5 or older, please make sure they have completed the primary vaccine series. And if they have, and it's been at least 2 months since their last COVID-19 vaccine dose, please get them an updated COVID-19 vaccine now.
2 months since their last dose, go get the updated vaccine. Yeah, I paused it at an opportune moment here because I'm not a doctor.
And the same is true for you, so you can be healthy and well to take care of your children and yourself. As we approach the winter months...
Am I projecting, or does it look like she has zero confidence in what she's saying? Like it almost looks like she's a prisoner, a hostage, being forced to recite a speech. Am I projecting, or let me just...
It's critical that we all remain vigilant and stay up to date on COVID-19 vaccines.
Am I projecting, or does she just look very uncomfortable and almost like she doesn't believe what she's saying herself?
If you're eligible, I strongly encourage you to roll up your sleeve and get your updated COVID-19 vaccine today. You can visit vaccines.gov to find a location near you.
This is the director's brief. October 12, people. That's yesterday. This is not something that's months old. This is yesterday. Rochelle Walensky, director of the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, knowing what we know now, knowing what we've seen Pfizer execs admitting, knowing what we know now, knowing what we know about certain demographics potentially responding not so good to certain things, knowing what we know now, knowing that, when was it? Was it Bourla just the other day? Knowing what we know now, telling you to go administer this procedure to your 5-year-old and up after you get the primary batch done, and do it if it's been done 2 months or more ago. I'm trying to find the Albert Bourla tweet. Where Bourla, here we go. I think this is it, right? I'm pleased to share with you. This is from Albert Bourla, CEO of Pfizer. Follow the science, with, spelt with a $sign instead of an S. I'm pleased to share that we have received emergency use authorization from the US FDA for our Omicron adapted COVID-19 jibby jab for children 5 to... How the hell did they get emergency use authorization? Sincere question. Does there not need to be an emergency in order for there to be the issuance of an emergency use authorization in the absence of any existing treatment to treat the emergency? What's the emergency? Right to jail. Right. What's the emergency for 5 to 11-year-olds? And then you get Rochelle Walensky of the CDC up there pushing this, imploring people to get their 5 to 11-year-olds jibby jabbed. What's the emergency? What's the benefits? What's the risk to that demographic? This has been around for 2.5 freaking years. We know the risks to that specific demographic. And it's, don't cite me, virtually non-existent. And they come up and they push this and they continue to push it despite everything we know. Emergency use authorization. Oh, how did that work, FDA? Just like that. It's become the new candy at Halloween. You get emergency use authorization. Everybody gets emergency use authorization for an emergency that doesn't exist. Anyhow, the FDA approval board is a revolving door with Big Pharma. So what do we expect? And someone said I was projecting. She looks like she believes it. I don't believe that she believes it. I don't know what could compel people to behave like this. It's moving at the speed of science was what the Pfizer executive, I think she was an executive, the Pfizer rep, moving at the speed of science is what they said. Oh, well, we didn't know that it didn't protect against transmission because we were moving at the speed of science, which means moving faster than the results that we have to substantiate the claims that we've made publicly. That's not moving at the speed of science. That's moving at the speed of politics.